You're listening to The Plugged In Operator, part of Main Street Media. I'm Marcus. It's Monday, June 22nd. Here's what's on the board. This week's AI tool goes after the bottleneck that sits between a customer wanting to buy and you actually getting paid. The estimate. You know the pattern. A lead comes in, you mean to send a quote that afternoon. And 3 days later, it's still sitting in your head while the customer books the shop that answered first. Speed wins jobs. The slower your estimate, the colder the lead. The tool this week is QuoteIQ, and specifically its AI Estimator. Here's what it does. You snap photos of the job or talk through it out loud, and the AI builds a full written estimate from your own service catalog. It scans local pricing data for your market so your numbers aren't guesses. It pulls line items from your catalog, and it even flags upsell opportunities you might skip when you're rushing. It handles 4 estimate types: a standard detailed quote, a quick number, an options menu, and a package price. The whole thing takes about 3 minutes per estimate instead of the 30 to 60 you'd burn doing it by hand at the kitchen table at 9 at night. Cost. The Essentials plan starts at $2.99 a month, and the AI toolkit runs on every plan. If you want the customer self-quoting features and whole home measurement tools, the higher tiers run up to $2.99 a month. But most 1-to-1 tech shops live fine on the low end. There's a 14-day free trial, so you can test it on real jobs before you spend $1. Setup time. Budget about an hour. The work is loading your service catalog and your pricing in once. After that, the AI pulls from it every time, so the first hour pays you back on every estimate after. Here's your action for this week. Pick the next estimate that lands on your desk and run it 2 ways. Build it your normal way and time yourself. Then, build the same estimate in QuoteIQ's free trial and time that. Compare the 2 numbers, minutes spent, and the dollar figure each one lands on. If the AI version is faster and lands in the same range, you just found hours back in your week. Start the trial at myquoteiq.com and run that test before Friday. That estimate speed matters more every quarter, and the data out this month shows exactly why. ServiceTitan released its 2026 State of AI in the Trades Report, and the numbers tell a clear story about where this is going. 38% of contractors now report measurable business impact from AI. Real, trackable results, not just experimenting. That's up from 17% the year before, the number more than doubled in 12 months. 72% of contractors say AI is already relevant to their business, and 2/3 expect it to meaningfully change the trades within 1 to 3 years. Here's the part that should land for you as an operator. Among contractors already using AI tools, 2/3 say it saves them more than 3 hours a week, and 74% point to higher productivity. Where's that time coming from? The biggest single use is automated estimating. The AI reads the job, pulls current material prices, calculates labor hours, and produces a quote in minutes. Sound familiar? That's the same lever the tool segment was about. Now layer in the cost side. 71% of contractors report rising wages this year, up from 55% the year before. Labor is getting more expensive and harder to find. The shops absorbing those wage increases without raising prices through the roof are doing it by getting more output from the same crew. They win bids faster because the AI handles the math, while a competitor is still working through a spreadsheet. They're not adding people, they're adding leverage. The gap between the 38% seeing results and everyone else is the whole game right now. It's doubling every year. 2 years from now, AI-assisted estimating and dispatching won't be an edge. It'll be the price of staying in the running. The operators getting in this year are building the habit while it's still optional. Your takeaway: this week, name the one task in your business that eats the most hours and produces the least skilled value. For most shops, it's estimating, follow-up, or answering the phone. Whatever yours is, that's your first target. Don't try to automate everything. Pick the single biggest time sink, put one tool on it this quarter, and measure the hours you get back. That's how the 38% started. One task, one tool, measured results. That's it for Monday. Find all 5 Main Street Media shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Friday.